Our world often makes us feel insignificant and small. It's important to recognize our true value and embrace our significance no matter what. Each and every one of us has a unique purpose and contribution to make in this world. When we can understand our true significance as God sees us, then we have more ability and strength to pursue healthy relationships. Listen to what Jeremiah 1:5 says. I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as my prophet to the nations. Your significance lies in how God created you, not your circumstances. Now, in the verse that I read to you, he's talking specifically to Jeremiah. You might not be an appointed prophet, but God has uniquely appointed you to serve others and bring him glory in some way. For instance, you might be the mom of a special needs child. Through this experience, you can use what you've learned to bring hope and encouragement to other moms in similar situations who might feel lost and alone. In God's eyes, you have significance and had it before you were created and born. Whatever situation you might be in today, you always have this significance because it is eternal. Let's explore 3 powerful reasons why you are significant, no matter your circumstances or your past experiences. First of all, your journey and story matter. Every individual has a unique journey and story that is worth sharing and celebrating. Your experiences, triumphs, and even struggles all continue to shape you into who you are today. It's through your story that you can inspire and connect with others. Remember, your journey is not defined by the mistakes you've made or the hardships you've faced. It's about the lessons learned, the resilience developed, and the growth achieved. For example, in my book, Choosing a Way Out When the Bottom Isn't the Bottom, I share my personal journey of navigating a marriage crisis, suicidal depression, and PTSD with transparency and vulnerability. My prayer in talking about these struggles is to offer hope and encouragement to others who may be going through something similar. Through this story, I hope you see that even in the darkest moments, there's always a way forward. When you embrace your story, you also give others permission to do the same. Your experiences, no matter how big or small in your eyes, have the power to impact and inspire others. It's when we share our stories that we create a sense of connection. We remind one another of our shared humanity, and we honor God's miraculous works in our lives. Psalm 107:2 says, Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever. Has the Lord redeemed you? Then speak out. Tell others he has redeemed you from your enemies. Number 2, your relationships and connections are meaningful. We're all social creatures, like it or not, and our relationships and connections with others have a profound impact on our lives. Whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, coworkers, and even strangers, every interaction you have has the potential to leave a lasting impression. Your words, actions, and gestures can bring joy, comfort, and encouragement to those around you, or the opposite. Think about the people in your life who have had a positive influence on you. Maybe it was a mentor who believed in your potential, a friend who stood by your side during a difficult time, or a partner who loves and supports you unconditionally. These meaningful connections remind us of the impact we can have on others and the significance of our presence in their lives. Even when you're on social media, you can make a difference for good. By sharing your thoughts, experiences, and insights, you have the power to educate, inspire, and uplift others. Engaging with authenticity and kindness online can create positive connection. Colossians 3:16-17 says, Let the message about Christ in all its richness fill your lives. Teach and counsel each other with all the wisdom he gives. Sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs to God with thankful hearts. And whatever you do or say, do it as a representative of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks through him to God the Father. Number 3, you have unique gifts and talents. We all possess them. These qualities are like the pieces of a puzzle that fit perfectly into a grand design of humanity. It's through embracing and sharing these gifts that we can fulfill our purpose and make a meaningful impact. When we let him, God uses your story along with your gifts and abilities to serve others. Dave and I didn't comprehend how relating the miracle God worked in our lives and marriage would bring hope and encouragement to others, but that's exactly what happened. You simply tell the story and share what you've learned and applied to help you change and grow. And here's the cool part. Dave relates the story in his style, and I in mine. Similarly, you have talents and skills that can be used to help others and make a difference in the world. Whether it's something as small as being a good listener, and that's rare, or as significant as being a talented artist or musician, your gifts have the power to touch lives. 1 Peter 2:9 says, "You are not like that, for you are a chosen people. You are royal priests, a holy nation, God's very own possession. As a result, you can show others the goodness of God, for He called you out of the darkness into His wonderful light." One thing I struggled to grasp when dealing with my husband's porn addiction revelation and my subsequent diagnoses of depression, anxiety, and PTSD was my significance. As a new friend told me, significance is eternal. We all have it. Nothing changes about our significance when we face betrayal, grief, or other overwhelming circumstances. Our struggle comes in trying to grasp this significance and live in it. Let me challenge you today to recognize and embrace your significance and strive to live a life that is meaningful, authentic, and true to your unique self. Your journey, story, relationships, and unique gifts all contribute to the richness of your life and ours. You matter to God and to those around you. I never thought telling my story publicly would help anyone, but every time I relate God's miracle in my life and marriage, God uses it to bring fresh breath and hope to others. If you struggle to grasp your significance, especially when dealing with the fallout from betrayal trauma, please reach out. I promise to hear your heart, listen without judgment, and help you take that first fresh breath. Go to KirstenDSamuel.com and click on the blue button. Remember, you are always significant.